Hey, what up, Gammy Baz? I am back with another video with episode 32 of You and I Precure. Now, my last video took longer to upload than I expected, so, because I just had dinner, so, yeah, on Saturday, when we'll get for all the episodes tonight. About that. Maybe, we'll see. Oh, those birds so chatty. Hey, this is a, good episode. Uh, it's a little bit late thing to do, so we should have done a bit earlier. Oh, stupid spiders. Wait, shoo, shoo. The weather's not been great lately. It's been raining the past 3 days. Alright, let's get into this episode. So the episode opens up with Marilyn reading a book about high school, by Rosie High School. About a Rosie High School experience. Marilyn, she wants to do that with Precure, but they can't, since they can't go in that form. And going as Precure is also out of the question because they'll attract too much attention. Marilyn ends up coming up with the idea to ask Hope and Tanaka. This feels like that one episode. Feels like an episode of Doki Doki Precure, not watched an episode, but there was an episode where the fairies learned to end up becoming human for an episode. Where one kind of already could transform to human, but so it does remind me a bit of that. Even though I've not seen the episode, I've just seen it described. I've just seen it described as all. But when I eventually watch Doki Doki Precure, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna find out to watch Glitter Force, and there's another way. There's one review of that and the Japanese and Small Precure. Experience how the original Japanese version handled it. Easier that way, right? Let's take a watch the Blood and All-Star movies. Whoa! By me. So anyway, they asked Tanaka help. So he became human. Well, residents of Kill Land take on the form of a human. They must have an extreme amount of maturity. It's hard to describe, so it's the best you can do. So, yeah, Pooh never has by the way to become human themselves. So, there's a comedian shenanigans and then get themselves taller. I think he meant emotional maturity. Don't have to have a mature body, more mature mind. Because they're still basically kids at heart. Which, I think they are supposed to be kids. Yeah. Alright, Cutty and Zachary didn't even appear in this episode. Some of them become more recurring characters as allies. So we didn't really get to see in Hugo Sky. They just see the former villains just have to see them have more normal lives. Like Batamanda got some fun episodes when he wasn't the main villain. But they could have just shown us more of these guys' normal lives. So, just trying in their lights, once you spend, so I can't remember what they're called, and not transforming into the batons and seeing actually their effect because we have so happens off screen. Next year at school, our trio. You know, oh, it just tells you too that Precure remember went to Tiger's house, haven't come back home yet. That's when two beautiful girls show up as transfer students. Everybody, and that's a teen clerk who's the biggest out there, Precure and American. It's weird hearing that mature, that normal sounding voice say Puri. It's just weird. So yes, Puri and American are humans. Way after many episodes after they debut. Yeah, you can see I'm not too keen on this being delayed. They should have done this much earlier. It's just weird. Like, Tanaka trying to become a being member of Kiwi Land has been able to transform into a human. I just assumed they were just setting things up. If we were correct at the time, what we were guessing at the time, Precure and Meron become the season kill. We didn't expect it to be a duo. Duo. So it's just weird that even after they got the cure powers, they didn't even learn to transform into human until much later. Episode 32 later. It just bothers me. Anyway, back to the episode. They enjoy the Rose, Marion and Puri and get to enjoy their school lives. I'm curious to know why they always have magic girls always had to be either elementary or middle schoolers, never high schoolers. The only time we got a high school age Precure was Cure Moonlight, Cure Macaron, and Cure Chocolate. They were high school age Precure, more older. Cure doesn't count. Akira was also older, being 18. So it's just weird. It kind of weirds me out that it took them why they decided to choose middle schoolers. I guess because they're young. So because they're girls, even though teenagers are still girls, they're still teenagers, around 13 to 14 years old. We never have any around 12 or so, which is rare. Of course, rare to have ones that are like Tsubasa. It's just now Hugo Sky didn't even have the scores much of a focus. Like, what was the point then of going to school? They just felt like if they're not going to do much there, that was more of an afterthought. Almost like a requirement. Mostly Toy did not allow them to do any stories about school. So they just put school in a it's more of a backdrop. That's more something not to care about, in a way. You know what I mean? Anyway, so Nana Uta's class, I have a student teacher. I think his name is Moch. I can't remember his name really. Just gonna go into he's more specialized in PE, so I'm gonna go into PE teacher because he doesn't do what I mean. Okay? Oh, of course he's nervous. But I think this is the first time in the entire Precure franchise that the mid-season kill is not in the same class as the league kill. Like, sure, they can have other kills in different classes. That's not uncommon. Like a Persona. Not all the main characters in the same class. Like in Persona 5, Joker's the only main character in your class is Anne. Or Anne, as that pronounces it for some reason. All the other main characters go either in different classes or in different schools. on the 4 being as well as being 4, you have some members that go to different classes or lower grades. I don't know right, but you know what I mean. I'm just saying. Since what else is going on? Put in America do their introductions like the typical Precure franchise, and the typical mid-season kill shenanigan, and the typical non-human transfer student shenanigans. It's more commonly associated. It's usually commonly associated with mid-season kills, but it's not always. Like, actually, I don't think Delicious Party ever did one. There's all four cures were part of the school from the start. The main cures and the 6 mid-season cure were in the school at the start, so we didn't have one that season. Which is a normal running, which has been the franchise's most well-known running joke. Well, not really a gag, you know what I mean. It's one of the most well-known things in the franchise. It just became a tradition, like mid-season cures and stuff. It just became tradition. Like, it just became a tradition. Like, I think it first started, I'm not sure what Sherry Luminos. And she lived on Earth, as you remember. I not seen that season. I think something happened. I think the same happened with Milk, aka Kurumi, in Yes Speak Up by Go Go. There's all the girls in school start. Yeah, for East, they affected with East as well, or Setsuna. I think, I don't know. I mean, they didn't do it with Fresh Peak, was one season Hardcat. They more did it with the lead cure Tsubomi. Because the common tradition is either the lead cure or mid-season cure are transfer students, or sometimes both. Like, it's sometimes one or the other, or both. It depends on the season. I just realized that means the lead cure the next season is going to be going to school in 1999. So she'll literally be out of place. That means we're going to get a lot of shenanigans with her. Reverse shenanigans of time travel. So it's normally that type of thing, if you do a get like that, we all have medicine on the future technology and stuff. Maybe the lead cure trying best to do stuff that 1999 did not have technology, same technology as 2027 does. I know it's unrelated, but I thought I'd just talk about it. So yeah, I'm not really going to go much over their shenanigans. It's just, even though it's based on their characters, it's still typical mid-season transfer shenanigans. So, after that, the PE teacher is still nervous, especially during gym class. You know, but he was like, he can't do anything. They put him on a merry and shouting them. Alright, they took the family name to Naka. They go by Tanaka's name, which makes sense. And not only that, skill saying they're Uta's distant cousins in a way. Distant cousins of a cousin. Okay, this would be easily sold. She could have just said they're relatives of Tanaka, who's a part-time worker. You know, they just staying with him for a while. They come to stay with him for a while. Something like that would have been more sense than distant cousins. Is just like Tanaka's what he did, and the parents would definitely be confused about that. As it's ever mentioned. Rest are idiots. I mean, Surprising Wonderful didn't even have any secrets with their parents. That's pretty rare for a season. And as far as the Precure mothers never found out about the secret, the only section about that was in Fresh Precure, but that's because the entire town found out about the secret. That's a whole spoiler. Anyway, other than that, the five of them are joined in lunch at the usual spot. Their dreams really come true. So, yeah, after that, anyway, sorry. After that, we cut to Choking. We'll think about going out there herself this time, because she really does not like Joji. So when Joji comes in, basically giving her a gift from Lady Darkeen. Basically to give her the same power he does. The power to turn the Kiwa into darkness, corrupting it, making it dark under. So yeah, put him in a memory joining the Idol Fan Club, which actually is not a bad choice. It makes sense. It's just weird though. The main time out jealousy is now clearly decided as Melron grew character. Sure, there's some missteps in the season, but the cast are really likable. Idol's cast are great. Better than Wonderful's in my opinion. Well, Iroha was more responsible. She felt more like a lead killer than Wonderful. So I think they should have made a dual lead. Like, since there's a duo, I want to make them dual leads. Makes more sense. It's all about duos. Why not make them just dual leads? You know, have two protagonists instead of one. Made more sense than just having one be the lead cure, where she doesn't even fit that role. I know what I'm doing, but I don't know myself. So anyway, after that, we cut to they see the PE teacher walk by. When I explain the situation, people in the middle decided to try and cheer him up, but that ended up backfiring as he ends up running out when people stare at him. It was a nice gesture, but just shame that the way they did it was kind of funny, a little funny. So yeah, Chokeen shows up and turns him into Dark Under. You know, I actually want to see the people properly become the monster, not just the... Because they're obviously just not the proper monster this season, sadly. It's just been objects for the past couple years. And then Gao was in a previous season, which was kind of cool, I guess. Animal Lodge too was not a bad idea, just executed poorly. Like I said, we haven't had the monsters be people since Happiness Charge, I think. No. I don't think. I think Go Princess is more of them being themed around the dreams that was locked away. Mm. 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 Yeah. Uh-uh. No. Yeah, we have. Yeah, actually, I think it was since Happiness Charge. If Princess doesn't count that way, I'm not sure really. I've a Happiness Charge for Princess. It was the last time we saw this, so over a decade at this point. I really hope the next season's monster. We haven't even got a glimpse of the next season's monsters, which is pretty interesting. But it looks like we'll get a new trailer at the end of this, after the final episode, to show more of it. Hey, once Precure and Mel and Blue the Shadow, they transform back to normal. So yeah. So if I transform, it's just an excuse. I guess is the reason this episode exists. Because the writers written themselves into a corner. Like, they wanted to have Precure and Mel and be involved in the school stories, but can't, or they have to hide all the time. So they can't be when they're out of Precure battles. So, so that's why it's trying to make babies now. Make them human now. They should have done it when they awakened their cure powers in the first damn place. I can say it bothers me that this is going on. That it took them this freaking long for them to become humans. Oh well. So, after that, as mentioned, I set up the Rose Garden, I think it's called. A fight. They didn't have a match for the fight, sadly. You know, after knocking it down, they used their finisher, turn the teacher back to normal. Somehow he gained confidence out of nowhere and able to be a good student teacher. Okay, that felt contrived. They even have Puri in the mouth when they were talking to him. Just have them talk to him after the battle's over. Just give him advice. I just say this kind of felt half-ass. But anyway, the teacher gains confidence. Uta and Nana are happy. We get one more scene with Choki, which is rare for a villain to have an extra scene in the episode. You should just get one scene in the episode before they summon the monster. Sorry. That's annoying. So it's just rare. And it's still real. She does not like Joji. Meanwhile, so it's real that but even America can still transform into human, so it's not a one-time thing. Which is actually a good thing. They should have done this before though. Right after they became cures. I was just saying that as well. And this is the first time we see the civilian outfits. Since when you see them in uniform, they were wearing uniforms. Yeah. So yeah. Next episode is it was actually focused on a character who appeared all the way back in episode. Well, it made his last appearance back after the proper debut as a Kill and Kiss. The guy who debuted all the way back in episode 1 as a joke. The big name is Morikun. I don't know. So yeah, he's a focus on the next episode. It'll be one hell of a fun episode. So thank you guys for watching. Enjoy my content. Please want to see more. Subscribe channel, look your mouth, always good picture. And I'll see you guys next time later for more episodes. Kill Phoenix out.